God dang, we're deer hunting. Woo, 2022. Hey everybody, Buck Nekkit here. The date's something or another. Second day of archery season here in Missouri. Friday evening, 5:30 p.m. Tonight we are Missouri private hunter because gas prices, and Chevy Silverados. What that means is, where I hunt on public land is about an hour's drive. I don't have time to get there by the time I'm done with work. I'll get there and it's like dark. So, I've got a little piece of private land I got permission to hunt on about, it's like 8 miles out of town. Normally I would haul it off in this river bottom and get in my saddle up in a tree. But I haven't ran any cameras and I'm not sure what's been going on. So I think what I decided is I'm gonna set this blind up kind of on the edge, on the bluff, where I can see down into that river bottom. And tonight is just kind of gonna be an observation night. Not really planning on sticking nothing. But the hope is we can sit there and look down into that river bottom and kind of see what's going on to make a plan for a different day. Anyway, here we are. We're doing it. This is episode 1, archery season 2022. I am fired freaking up. All right, we just got down here to this bluff. It's a lot thicker than I recall. Last time I was here, it was late in the season and this was all wide open. So I left the blind on the hill just behind me. I don't need the blind. I'm brushed in here good enough. What's that? Some coyotes. I just had 2 coyotes run through here underneath me. They popped out in this field over here now. Well, it'd be cool to smoke one of them. Anyway, here's what we got going on. It's hot, if you couldn't tell. I'm banking on water. So I'm on the top of a very high bluff. And you can see down here, it drops off. Basically straight down. So my thought is to catch something cruising through here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just not stuck in the house, I know that. That's a fact. Down here in the bottom below me. I ranged him at 40, was getting ready to shoot him, and a deer started blowing behind me. That coyote turned and ran. That deer didn't win me. My wind's going away from that deer. I don't really know what that deer had going on, but I've seen 3 coyotes. I need to do a little coyote hunting, I think. I'm gonna start me a new YouTube channel. I'm gonna call it One Guy, 3 Cameras. And that's all I'm gonna take. I guess it would be 1 bow, 3 cameras. This stuff's heavy. Also, note to self, next year, start working out before season opens. The blind and the tripod are the 2 heaviest things. Maybe I could scale back on the tripod. I didn't even use the blind tonight, but I intended to. Just when I got in there, it was woolly booger thick. The blind wouldn't have made a difference. So I didn't see any deer. Saw 3 coyotes. Had deer blowing at me from back yonder. And I did get out kind of early. But there's a reason for that. I'm trying to kill a deer here off of sign. Not running cameras. reading the sign, finding the deer. So I wanted to get out here to look at these fields before dark. I want to look at the bottom field, middle field, top field before dark. Just glass over them real quick. Anyhow, we're back to the truck now. After I put my stuff in the truck, I went down to that bottom field, and there were 2 does in the edge of that field and a coyote. That's coyote number 4. Now it could be 2 coyotes. I seen 2 together, so it could be 2 seeing 2 twice. So for sure 2, maybe 4 coyotes. Anyway, them 2 does were out there milling around in that cut grass field, and seen that coyote, and they split. And by the time I got up here to the top, it was too dark to see anything in the field. So one thing I learned for sure is I'm carrying way too much stuff. Way too much. I may just sit up in the edge of that field and just see kind of where they're coming out or whatever. It'd be a pretty good plan. Anyhow, that's it for day 1. I saw some deer, saw 2 deer, saw 2 or 4 coyotes. Was there 2 hours total? I'm not mad. I mean, I saw some deer, so that's a start. Anyhow, we'll catch you guys on the next one. God dang, we're deer hunting. Woo, 2022. I've had the drive home to think about this. I'm gonna do 2 things. Number 1, I'm gonna cut weight out of my pack. Basically down to the necessities. Number 2, I don't know when I'll do it because it's supposed to get up in like the 90s, like mid 90s next week. That's just miserable to be in the woods. But what I want to do is I'm going to go in there. I really don't even think I'll take a bow. But what I want to do is I want to go in and walk the property and find fresh buck sign. I want to find a rub line on a trail, something like that, and then I'll know where to go to set up. I'm not gonna just chase does around an open hayfield. Like, we're gonna figure it out. Next time we're gonna go and walk a circle, and we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna get set up on some fresh buck sign. And then the next time we go hunting, we'll know exactly where to go. That's the plan. Cutting weight, getting it straight.